Hi friends, this is Agnelo Rajesh here, and currently I'm standing with a towering personality with me, Mr. Abbas bhai Jazdanwala. He's a architect by qualification, but he's a stalwart personality who has done everything a man would like to do in around 10 to 12 lives. So Abbas bhai is a dear young friend of mine at 83. He's raring to go, and I'm thankful to the Lord Almighty that I was not competing with him in my life. I would lose with him even today. Abbas Bhai is a gentleman who has the hobby of flying aircrafts. He's flown aircrafts. In fact, JRD Tata used to like him, and he has flown JRD Tata also in his own aircraft from Bombay to Navsari. Abbas Bhai is a very keen horse riding guy
With Captain Hari Bhagat.
with Captain Hari Bhagat. Abbas Bhai is also a very keen horse riding gentleman. He has got a couple of horses. We are in his farm here. I saw 3 horses in the farm also. And he rides every single day if possible, but at least 4 days in a week, ranging from 1 to 2 hours. We came to Alibag in his own speedboat, which he drove himself.
Navigator.
So okay, for the boat it is known as navigator. He navigated himself. So he flies, he navigates boats, he rides horses. He is a crazy car lover. And when I asked him, he has got 41 antique cars, vintage cars, vintage and classic cars in the country. So when I told him, are you the guy who holds the maximum number of vintage and classic cars? He says, no, there are crazier people than me in India. So Abbas Bhai is the owner for NCCCL, the new Consolidated Construction Company Limited. Being an architect by profession, he has got a lot of first to his credits. And he is the gentleman who created the first refinery for India, that is the Burma Shell. He constructed the Sophia College, he constructed Portuguese Church, he has constructed the TV tower at Worli, he has constructed the LIC housing, the first gated community township of Mumbai is at Borivali LIC housing. That's been constructed by him. So there is a lot of records that Abbas Bhai has created, and even at 83 he is raring to go. We are in Alibag here discussing multiple projects that he still wants to embark on, and it's endless. Abbas Bhai, it's been a wonderful journey. God is kind to people who are very kind. The speciality of Abbas Bhai is every person working with him. He doesn't like to say they're working for me. Every person working with him has been with him on an average 30 years and above, and second generations and third generations with Abbas Bhai and his organization. So Abbas Bhai, what would you suggest people about life that you have seen?
Be satisfied. Never worry what the other person has.
But Abbas Bhai, if a person is satisfied, then he'll not achieve what you have achieved.
No. You'll achieve much more.
Seriously.
Satisfaction. Yes.
Okay. And as an entrepreneur, what are your suggestions to entrepreneurs in this fast growing India as a country?
Be honest to yourself.
Okay.
And worry about your integrity
Okay.
more than making money.
Okay.
And worry about the other person who's working with you.
Fantastic. And what are your best qualities for making sure of customer satisfaction and customer retention?
I work with them like my own family.
Okay.
And I'm very transparent.
Okay.
I tell them what is what, even the costing. We sit together and arrive at a cost. And the profit, I leave it to them.
Okay.
Whatever they want to give me.
Fantastic. How do you plan your goals, and what is the process you adapt to achieve them?
I don't plan anything. God really looks after me.
Okay.
And once I speak to a person, he becomes my friend.
Lovely.
And I don't lose him.
Lovely. And what is the joy that you get out of vintage cars and horse riding and boat navigating and flying? What is the joy? What keeps you thrilled to do all that?
That keeps me young.
That keeps you young. Fantastic. Abbas Bhai has got beautiful houses everywhere, whether it is Pune, Mahabaleshwar, Alibag, Mumbai, everywhere, Goa, everywhere. So he's fond of this mega structures, lots of greenery. God has been very kind to him. This was a marshy land. And can you believe this marshy land is filled up by red mud, and today the kind of greenery that you see here, in spite of absence of good water, this what you see is absolutely the belief in the statement that God loves you and God supports in what you're doing. So Abbas Bhai, what has been the best achievement of your life?
I can't single out any one thing.
What is the one which quickly comes to your mind?
I think my wife is a wonderful human being.
Okay, so if the wife is a wonderful human being and she backs you unconditionally, it leads to your success.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And what is it that you do to make sure that she is so extraordinarily happy and supportive? All the husbands want that anecdotes.
I don't ask her for anything. She gives me.
Wow, I think I should send my wife to your wife for tuitions. What would you like to say as a parent? What is good
As a
parenting?
parent, give your kids space. Don't dictate. Just advise. Give them the advice. If they take it, good enough. If not, then pray to God that God look after.
And what is your advice to husbands? You have been a successful husband so many long years.
Don't be good to the wife and see that she is not hurt.
And what is your social responsibility that you do for the society? What is your advice to youngsters for social responsibility?
God has been so kind to you, then you have to give in turn.
Giving is living.
Giving is
So that's Abbas bhai Jasdanwala, one of the stalwarts, one of the proud Indian citizens. Citizens like this make the country proud, and for, definitely people like us would love to walk in the footsteps that people like Abbas bhai have created and made us proud. It's a pleasure and a privilege to know him. It's a pleasure and privilege to be working with him very shortly.
Thank
It is absolutely a learning experience. I'm enjoying every minute that I'm spending with Abbas bhai Jasdanwala. Thank you, sir. Thanks,
Thank you
sir.
very much.
Thank you very much.